Brocker YouTube. For the wicked, they know they screwed. What we're going to talk about is very hard, as you can see in the title. Shout outs to Becky Sexton. That's who I got to pick from. But you see the title, and it isn't a game. So don't let me hold you any further, because it's all self-explanatory within itself.
Japan is fighting a drug crisis it has never seen before. A new intoxicant, a sedative laced vape, is surging in popularity and has become a new source of headache for the authorities there. It's called zombie cigarettes. The drug is so potent, it can reportedly shut down parts of your brain responsible for basic coordination. It could leave users collapsing on streets, twitching, unable to stand. That's why it's called the zombie vape. And Japan is sounding the alarm for the world because investigators say this crisis is no longer local. It is spreading through social media, encrypted apps, international smuggling networks, from Okinawa all the way to Tokyo, and now overseas suppliers. According to reports, the epicenter is Okinawa, where police have made at least 10 arrests. Most of the arrested are teenagers and people in their 20s. They are being arrested for possessing a powerful sedative usually used to induce anesthesia during surgeries. Japan officially banned the drug in May, but then its demand exploded online. Users inhaled it through vapes, basically, flavored or unflavored, completely unaware of how dangerous it really is. The substance depresses cerebral activity, the region of the brain that controls balance and movement. Its use can cause collapse, loss of consciousness, and in some cases, total loss of control over one's limbs. The police saying the drug is spreading rapidly, primarily through encrypted platforms. Street dealers package the chemical into vape cartridges and sell them hand to hand. This October, police arrested 20-something Yuto Agari, allegedly the leader of a local drug ring. He was found storing nearly 64 grams of etomatate laced liquid. Investigators believe his group was a major supplier for Okinawa.
Boy, I can't wait till I can get to Facebook and do my lives again. Shout outs Angel Rowland with the miracles that Yahuwah is doing in your life. Takes one to know one, and to snatch barakas out of heaven like that, already tell you we are just alike. Got your message, brother. Always and forever. Braka. You and the family.
But the trail does not end there. In Tokyo, 3 Chinese nationals were arrested for smuggling 100 grams of the substance from India via Singapore. They allegedly liquefied the powder, filled cartridges, and sold them repeatedly across the Tokyo metropolitan area, all arranged through social media. Japan's Narcotics Control Department.
One more thing, other than prayer, also. You've been sun gazing a lot ever since that time. Now, you know, when I say sun gazing, I'm not talking about like some old stargazer cat. You showing us the spirit and the Ruach Ashe Iaso Ashai. The eye doctor tell you the good part of the sun rays does wonders to the spirit eye, the pineal gland, also the 2 eyeballs that we have. I do believe a lot has a lot to do with that. I do believe it. Your pics and videos are different from other people who look at the sun and stuff like that. And I know you don't know nothing about no Photoshop and all that other giggity crap that people be doing.
Confirming that this is no longer a local phenomenon. The UN Office on Drugs and Crime saying etomatate has been appearing across East and Southeast Asia, including China. And Japanese investigators now warn that a full-fledged black market has emerged. What began as a fringe experiment in Okinawa has now become a nationwide drug threat, fueled by online platforms, cross-border smuggling, and a young population that is chasing dangerous highs. Japan prides itself on having one of the lowest drug use rates in the world. But the use and abuse of these zombie waves is testing that reputation.
Takes over the mind. So does anthrax. Oh, I'm sorry. You call it fentanyl now. Now it's zombie drugs. See? Spinning narratives. I can't stand it, y'all. It's the same old, how we say the old saying? Same doo-doo, same shit. Different toilet tissue, different day.
Newborn babies are seen as the future of families, but in communist China, many of them were born as part of the regime's human...
Number one, let's rewind that back. I ain't the smartest apple, all right? But I know in school, communist never meant good. Now let's press play again.
Newborn babies are seen as the future of families, but in communist China, many of them were born as part of the regime's human gold mines. Investigative reports found an underground transplant industry in China that's built around harvesting organs from infants for huge profits. And just a warning, some viewers may find the following content disturbing.
The concept of infant or child organ transplant
Some viewers, shit, it better be all.
is not new. Younger patients can typically only receive smaller-sized organ transplants. American doctors normally conduct 500 to 600 child-to-organ transplant operations annually. In just one category, child liver transplants, China's yearly cases already double those of the U.S., reaching about 1,000 each year. That's on top of a growing trend. Child or infant organs in China are also used to service adults. A doctor from a top-ranking hospital in southern China's Sichuan province openly praised the benefits of using a child's organ in an adult's body.
Infant donor kidneys, their quality is actually very high. There are several reasons for this. First, the kidneys are much more resistant to heat and lack of blood supply compared to a...
No, we're not supposed to consume each other's blood. Revelations. Preying on the pure-hearted, huh? Here it is in front of our face. Ain't nothing you can do about it. You can go pray to Yahuwah. He told you, my word is all you need. You know what I'm saying? Back then he told him the prophets and Yeshua, you gonna straight up tell us, man, I spoke to y'all like I spoke to the sun. You ain't got no excuse.
Adult donor kidneys. Second, these kidneys have a remarkable regenerative ability. After being transplanted into a recipient, they can grow rapidly in a short period of time. According to our research data, within about 6 to 9 months, they can grow to nearly the size of an adult kidney.
The number of documented child transplants in China has seen steep increase. That's despite the declining birth rate nationwide. Take Shanghai's Renji Hospital. Between 2006 and 2017, it took 11 years to complete its first 1,000 child liver transplants. But it quickly completed another 1,000 operations within 2 years. The time period had shrunk by over 5 times. As of 2022, this hospital alone has conducted 3,000 cases of child liver transplants. It was ranked the world's top liver transplant center for 9 consecutive years. The data was reported by Chinese state-run media. Besides the surging numbers, the Chinese doctor disclosed that his hospital had taken organs from preterm babies, some of whom had been outside the womb for only a few hours.
So far, we've performed more than 20 children double kidney transplants, all of them for adult recipients. The donors we use are premature infants, some of them only a few hours old when the
puts a law in California why they said that you can, kill the life before the actual life. Now you see the perspective of what they was out here doing and why laws are later made that make us say,
procedure was done.
It drives people to wonder, how could they complete the donor-recipient matching process, get parental consent, and secure approval from the Ethics Council all within such a short time frame? The matching process typically takes weeks or even months. Whistleblowers from Chinese military hospitals revealed a horrifying phenomenon. More infants are being brought to life only to have their organs harvested later. That's according to 2 recent investigative reports by a US-based human rights group. The group has been investigating and raising awareness regarding China's live organ harvesting schemes for more than 2 decades. The reports state that using the patient's relatives or their own sperm, combined with a selected surrogate pregnancy, it produces infants whose organs are considered ideal for transplantation. Women who carry these infants include prostitution workers, surrogate mothers, and others. The report strongly suspects that detained female Falun Gong practitioners are among the victims. The faith group has been brutally persecuted by the CCP for over 2 decades. The report also stated that in some cases, women are forced to get pregnant multiple times a year to give birth to preterm infants in order to expedite the process. Underground infant centers are reportedly especially large in China's Shandong, Henan, and Sichuan provinces. Another Chinese military doctor fled the country. Zheng Ji admits that he was also aware of infant lives being transplanted to Chinese regime officials in Shenyang. Those sources are all pointing in one direction. The industry is allowed to...
So you mean to tell me you murder a life that just got a soul put in? Notice they want to make sure the soul is in there. And then you murder and savage and eat, whatever. Right? To take in the organ is to consume it, though you didn't eat it. Okay, so every 7 years you got to replace it or take it out because it's not yours. That's generic. You're not the origin, the origin. So you murder, kill, steal, destroy. For what? Oh, you should read Revelations chapter, what is it? 17 verse 6 or 18 verse 6. We drink only the righteous blood. You call it adrenochrome. People disappearing. Oh, we know now what's going on. So, touch not the least of my children. That's like a baby, right? Just want to make sure I put some scripts out there that warned us. The prophetic prophecy that we live in the wax worse. These are the days of Noah. Splicing genes and genetics and all this other crazy crap y'all talking about. But where's the meat of the understanding of the power? It's okay to talk about knowledge and things have already taken place or in order of someone else's mouth, called prophet or, child of the Most High. But where's our story and where do we fit in the narrative like them? I know I'm breathing mine. What about you? So, if I'm seeing these things and it's taking place, which we were speaking into existence because, and meaning existence, making it publicly known. I told you, whatever the Spirit tells us to do, the universe is going to show you whether you want to believe it or not. I didn't scheme, boogalooga, wooga, wiccan, nothing, all right? I saw something, the Spirit showed me, I spoke what the Spirit told me, and the universe has to listen to the Spirit, whoever got it. So, instead of arguing language and knowledge, straight up raise the dead, straight up cast cancer out of something. Do something that someone know a man ain't got capabilities nor his money can do. And see if you don't shut them the hell up about what the difference is between real, true, godly power and agape love versus them snake nigga liars they've been listening to all their life. Right? That's why Yahuwah had y'all meet. You're giving God, but they're taking every energy out of you. You got to give to take or take to give. You got to sacrifice to get a baraka, a blessing. You must suffer to have wisdom. Come on now. Peace.